And hello, one and all, and welcome to my weekly review for NXT. We're going to take a look at what took place on the April 20th edition of NXT this week. Overall, I thought this was a solid edition of NXT from start to finish. We had two enjoyable matches, and we had a debut of a new character on NXT. And just overall, I enjoyed the pace of this show, and like I said, liked what it had to offer. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what took place on NXT. So, we kick things off with Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus the American Alpha. This is the first time that these two teams have ever fought, and while I was a little bit disappointed with this match, I still thought, it delivered. What I mean by disappointed was I was expecting maybe a slightly better match than the one we got. I thought it was a good tag match. I was waiting for it to go into that next level. But like I said, for what we got, on an episode of NXT, I was enjoyed with the final result. Early on in the match, Enzo Amore, it was Gable and Amore. Amore really did the brunt of the work, and eventually he was able to make the hot tag, and I really liked how they had a stare down between Jason Jordan and Big Cass, seeing how Jordan's power and speed would match up against the power and height of Big Cass. So that was certainly interesting right there. Then it was, like I said, Jordan and Cass. Cass was able to, make the tag to Enzo. And there was this wicked spot where it looked like Enzo and Gable, who was the legal man in the ring, they elbowed each other at the same time. And then it looked like they headbutted each other at the same time. But it turned out everything was all right. So that was a nice looking spot. Towards the end of the match, Cass was going for his second Stinger Splash attempt. He missed. That's when Gable made the tag to Jordan, who threw Enzo across the ring. Looked like Gable was going to go hit the spear, but Cass smartly went in front of Enzo and blocked the spear, taking the blow. Then Jordan put the straps back up. Then he took the straps back down, hit the spear on Enzo, and he hit a suplex. And then Jordan and Gable were able to hit their finisher, the Grand Amplitude, for the victory. Right team went over here. The new tag team champions, Jordan and Gable. Enzo and Big Cass are most likely they are on the main roster. This is most likely their swan song on NXT. And what a better way to go out than with the tag team champions themselves. So, enjoyable match. Backstage, Apollo Crews is interviewed. He says, he's seen Joe. He's seen what he's had to do for many, many years. And he knows that Joe is the veteran. He has more experience than him. But he said, frankly, I don't like Joe. And Joe tonight, this is going to be the start of the age of Apollo. So hyping Apollo Crews versus Samoa Joe in the main event for NXT. And that turned out to be a solid match indeed. After this, then we had the debut of No Way Jose versus Alexander Wolfe. It was a decent match. Like I said, it was just a match to establish No Way Jose, and I do have to admit, really dig his intro video, his music. We'll see where the character goes. Looks like an Adam Rose type fandango, fun-loving, get the crowd going type of character. We'll have to see how the potential lengths that this guy can go. It's going to be, I think, particularly hard with the gimmick that he has. But, he's just going out there, getting the crowd pumped, having fun. So I don't have a problem with it. And like I said, this match was really nothing to talk about. Just a way to establish No Way Jose. And he was able to punch Wolfe in the face for the win. So after this, we had a backstage segment. William Regal was talking to Elias Sampson. And he says, Samson, I know you're looking for an opportunity. Therefore, next week, you're going to be taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. So, Samson better look out, because Nakamura, he's gonna let you know why he is the king of strong styles. So I think it'll be fairly obvious to say who's gonna win that match. So looking forward to it. And Samson just gave this look of utter, oh crap, what did I just get myself into? So that match was announced next week. Then we had Nia Jax versus Dianna Perazzo. I like Dianna. However, in this match, really didn't get much offense in. They are trying, I think, to build her up as maybe, an underdog type like character that will eventually get that big win out of nowhere. I'd like to see that. In this match, I was hoping that she'd get a little bit more offense in than she did. It was really all Nia Jax in this match, which I didn't have a problem with because Nia should be a dominant, unstoppable force in the women's division. And Jax was able to hit the Samoan drop on Perazzo, and then after that, hit the running leg drop. Still not a big fan of Nia's finisher. I really feel that she should get more of a devastating and dominating finisher. So Nia Jax is your winner after hitting the Samoan leg drop. So it was an alright, quick match. Like I said, fan of Dianna Perazzo. I want to see more of her in the NXT women's division because I definitely think she has the potential to succeed. Then we had our main event, which was a very solid match. It was a very hard-hitting, physical match, as you would expect when Samoa Joe stepped into the ring with Apollo Crews. These are two big guys. It was really, Joe almost matched with an equal in some ways. Apollo Crews, a little lighter than Joe, but he's still, a big guy. And these two went in there, and they had a very, very good main event match. They gave these guys enough time. Joe looked like the physically dominating, imposing force that he is. He's fired up. He's pissed off. He doesn't care because he's Samoa freaking Joe. And they were dropping hints that Finn Balor better be watching this match. So it looks like we might be getting another match between Samoa Joe and Finn Balor down the line. I don't have a problem with that as long as this time, if they're going to do another rematch at the June 8th NXT TakeOver event, if that's the route we're going, Joe's got to win. There's just no way around it. I mean, Finn has now, and also they announced Finn has surpassed Adrian Neville as the longest reigning NXT champion. I believe that was at 287 days, but I might be wrong about that. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys know how long Finn Balor has been NXT champion for. Getting back to the match, just a lot of good stuff in here. Crews with the power and his quick versatility was able to counter Joe. He's able to hit him with that nice high drop kick. Crews was able to hit the the spin out power bomb, but Joe was able to reverse it into a headlock, so that was a nice counter. And then towards the end of the match, Crews charged at Joe, but Joe caught him in midair and hit him with a Uranagi suplex. So that was a very nice counter there. Crowd popped big for it. Joe was able to then lock in the Coquina clutch. And as a result of tap out, your winner, Samoa Joe. So Joe is just killing it on NXT. And like I said, I definitely think they're going to be building towards a rematch between Joe versus Balor 3 at the next NXT TakeOver event. And let's see if I missed anything else. I believe there was also a backstage interview with Bayley. She said she's going to be watching the match next week between Asuka and Eva Marie very closely. So we also have that match announced for next week. Hopefully Asuka just levels the floor and completely destroys Eva Marie, because that would be the right thing to do. So we got Samson versus Nakamura for next week, and Asuka versus Eva Marie. Overall, I thought this was a fairly solid edition of NXT. Like I said, enjoyed the tag match, enjoyed Joe versus Crews, and we got a new character, a new debut with No Way Jose. So, giving the show a solid B. Those are my thoughts and opinions on this week's episode of NXT. Guys, let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of this week's edition of NXT. What did you like? What didn't you like? Let me know. I always enjoy getting that feedback. Thank you once again all for watching. Please click that like and subscribe button for more video content coming soon to this channel. And be on the lookout for my next video. Until then, guys, take care, stay safe, and let's go Pens. Peace.